We have some massive resin projects coming up soon, and that made us realize it's been over 2 years since we tested any resin gadgets.
Has the technology improved?
AI.
We're gonna test them and find out.
This video is brought to you by Squarespace, the all-in-one platform for all your website needs.
So every time we work on a resin project, you see us in these crazy masks. They let you see our face, they're nice and protective, they're great. But what you don't see is the hours after we're done with the pour, while Katelyn's getting final shots or we're cleaning up in here, for the day after, we're still wearing these masks. Because guess what? Resin continues to off-gas for hours after you do the pour. Now what if there was a way to deal with that? To reduce the amount of VOCs in the air while it cures?
That would be very convenient.
Well, a year and 3 months ago, I backed this Kickstarter project for an air purifier that's meant for resin. And I've had this for a year.
What if this works and we could have been using it for a year?
I know! Guess what?
What?
I forgot about it. I want to do a scientific test for this though.
Okay.
I want to do a test where we cure a certain volume of resin with the air purifier and then do a control without. And I want to data log and track the VOCs for that same amount of resin and then see how much this reduces the VOCs.
Yeah, I'm down. What size space does this say it can purify the air for?
I'll look that up. That's a good question.
It's probably in the instructions you just threw away.
Don't show my shame.
This is what happens when you throw things. It monitors the air quality level,
Also.
but we're gonna use an independent VOC monitor. So 155 square feet,
How big is our garage?
800 square feet.
Can I reveal what I was thinking of for the test?
We're gonna create a tiny room.
There you go.
There you go. So if it doesn't work in this room, yeah. Okay, it has a timer function from 0 to 8 hours.
Well, that's different resins cure at different speeds.
Yeah, and like off gas for longer.
Yes, like Total Boat Fathom Deep Cure.
Ask us why we've been looking into that.
Like what if you have so many gallons of it? Ta-da!
Is there a reason you didn't just like feed it through here?
No, that's, I can't feel that as well. Look at the stand I made.
Wow!
To hold this, and we can see it, and we'll be like laying down, and the power cord will fit.
Nice.
You know, engineers get made fun of a lot as people who are just in search of.
Problems to solve?
Isn't that interesting?
That is interesting. Okay, we got our little VOC meter set up. Purifier is being plugged in. Ooh.
Oh, it probably means like the VOCs. This is probably the VOC meter. Green is good. Red is bad. Katelyn, do you want to show them the molds that we chose?
Yes, we've used these molds before. You might recognize them from some concrete video.
Just touch the tip. Just for a second. Let's set up the cameras real quick.
Okay. I paused, but it's just started like running.
Whoa.
And said it was red.
It's detecting high VOCs.
We didn't do anything. What is ours?
And ours is saying it's low, under 0.1. What did it sense?
Oh, and now it's green.
Maybe there's
it just skips yellow.
No, this is yellow, I think.
That's green.
This is yellow. This is 0.9 milligram per meter squared.
That's yellow?
That's
okay,
yellow.
if it says so.
Maybe.
It did it again.
Wait, it's because I'm close to it. Oh, I'm the VOCs.
No, no.
I'm leaking them. Okay, wait. What about this?
You went away, it's green. Wait, let me try.
It's going up.
It is?
Yeah. We're stinky.
Wait, do you think, is it because we're like breathing out carbon dioxide?
That's carbon dioxide, not VOCs.
Well, and again, how does the little one compare? It's saying it's 0.001.
It's saying that it's super clean in there. I think all we can do is go ahead and proceed with the test. We are going to capture the VOCs relative to the control we'll perform later, and then we'll just compare those two.
Okay.
All right, let's go back to setting up the cameras.
Resin time, resin time. Do Resin time.
We've been mixing the resin, and this VOC thing just shot up to 5, which is super high.
That's quite high.
And this one is reading 0.4.
Maybe they'll consistently go up and down at the same rate or something?
Maybe. It's just interesting that they're so off. They're just reading completely different measurements.
VOCs are confusing.
Does it really matter what colors we choose for the test that we're doing?
No, but if we're making cool coasters, might as well make them look cool.
So we're gonna do a nice purple.
Yes.
And then a black. Ooh.
Oh, it's green again.
I don't know, man.
Now it's at 0.3. And this one's at 0.4, where they're consistent, I guess.
I love mixing mica into resin.
It's so nice. My idea of a great time.
There's like so much depth.
Yeah. We're gonna do a bit of a dirty pour technique, as you can tell by my really good filming here.
Good soup.
Good soup.
Good soup. Is that meme still funny?
Pretty old. Okay. Ooh, beautiful. Love a resin pour. Yes, this is what it's all about. I mean, this actually isn't what this video is about. It's about the gadgets, but this is what it's about for me. Pretty swirls. Okay, into the chamber.
Okay, so right now it's 0.05 up here.
Yeah.
And down here it's 0.5.
What? Let's just see what happens.
What does it mean? The data will show the truth. I am so curious to see what happens during the control test.
Yeah, oh yeah.
But we'll have to wait.
We'll have to wait.
It's been 48 hours, and this little reader right here is still reading that there are VOCs.
Interesting.
The top one is saying 0.1.
We got green here.
We got
people.
green, so I think we're gonna call it at this point, 48 hours in, and go ahead and start the next test.
Yeah. But first let's demold. Maybe let's demold our coasters.
It's not like the point of the video, but like...
If you're not interested in our coasters, you can skip ahead.
If you don't care about art, you can skip forward.
Yes. Spacey.
You know what's interesting?
What?
If you ever use a silicone mold for concrete and then go back to resin, it's not nearly as shiny. It's a very matte surface.
Let's get on with it though. Who cares? This is not, like, people don't care about the art apparently. Well, unless they're watching, in which case we love you.
Don't make assumptions. This one also is very maybe black wasn't the best when it comes to like...
They're kind of meh. They're kind of meh.
Well, you live and you learn. Sometimes you have to learn multiple times.
Yeah, well, we're gonna be using them again for consistency, so I guess we'll have a full set of dusty looking resin coasters. It's gonna be interesting.
Can't wait for the data.
Data.
I'm gonna resist the urge to stay out here and continue to look at this screen. And we'll report back to you soon. You guys, I messed up. I came out here to collect the data from the VOC device that's been running for 48 hours. It's time to move on and see what the results are. I notice right here, oh wow, it's still 6.8. That's really high. That's like really bad. And I'm like, okay, time to get the data out. And I go in here and I turn this to the side. And then I'm like, okay, let's get the chip out. Let's just take the... Where's the chip? I think I know where the chip is. Can you take that out?
You didn't put the card in to capture the data? That's the card that was supposed to capture the data? Cool. Well, hey, we have data in the time lapse. Do you want to go through hundreds of photos? Or do you want to do this experiment again? We have two options.
I'll look through the data in the time lapse and see what I can get.
Okay.
So instead of being a normal person and just arrowing through the footage, writing things down, which would have been reasonable, very simple, very easy.
That was my idea.
I decided to install Python, install Tesseract optical character recognition, and code a program that would use FFmpeg to extract every second frame of the time lapse and then run it through an optical character recognition, pull all of that into a CSV file that would be then imported into Excel.
And how was that for you?
It was frustrating, yet in the end, good enough.
So
It worked.
we have some data.
We have some data, but can I take a break from that data and do you want to demold these?
I would love to. Let's see how our coasters turned out.
Yeah.
Ooh. We went for a like gray and white look this time. Hopefully the matte finish on these molds will work with that.
It's fine.
They're fine. They're fine.
They're fine.
You know what I'm more excited about?
The data?
The data.
Oh, yeah. Okay, look at this data. The red down below is the TVOCs with the filter running, and you can see that it stayed consistently low.
Yes. What's that other data?
The blue is without the filter. It went up to 10 and it stayed there. When I was out here, it was basically at 8 almost the whole time. Like even now after opening it multiple times, it only dropped to 6. There's a lot of like noise in the optical character recognition program that I ran, but it basically spikes up to 10 and goes down. Now, this data is conclusive that this filter does filter out VOCs. And of course it works when it's in a tiny enclosed container. That's the bigger question is, how does it work in a 1,000 cubic foot room? You'd have to do tests after tests, and it depends on, there's so many variables. I think the main thing that we can say is that this does filter VOCs, and it does reduce the amount of VOCs in the air.
What was the cost of this?
I paid less because it was on Kickstarter. It's $180.
Okay.
Which is expensive.
But like air filters are kind of expensive. I don't think it's bad. I also don't think it's 100% necessary. I feel like we can give this
7.5?
7.5.
7.5, all right. This was such a
was a
much
big one.
longer and more intense test than I would have thought.
How you feeling? You need a snack break?
Coding is hard.
Yeah.
I should have just
Written
counted
it
manually.
down. Yeah. Wow, I wish I could have a website like that for my business.
Oh, but you can.
Who are you?
I'm an opportunity. I only ask 50% of all of your income forever. This is one time in a life.
Yeah, that's a no.
We can figure something out.
I don't think so.
40%.
1%.
25%, and I get to name the mascot.
1% and no mascot.
20%, and we already have a mascot. His name is Poe.
1% and Poe is off the table.
8%, or you'll never get a good website.
Not true, just use Squarespace, the sponsor of today's video. Whatever your idea is, you can find a fitting template that's professional and easy to use. You can even use their cutting-edge design intelligence tools to make a fully custom website in just a few steps.
To be honest, I was banking on you not knowing about Squarespace.
Sell products or courses, offer member-gated content, share videos, Squarespace has you covered. You can even buy your domain name, invoice clients, set up email campaigns, and access easy financing through Squarespace Capital.
Whoa, you can now go to squarespace.com/EvanandKatelyn and get 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain.
What about 11% off, and you get to keep custody of Poe?
Squarespace sounds awesome. I'm gonna get started today.
Come on, Poe, let's go home.
I'm not a pawn in your game. I have feelings, man.
Let's say that you are making a nice little like resin pour, and everything turns out beautifully clear.
Okay.
But then you realize, oh no, I need to drill a hole in this nice crystal I just made.
The hole will look not clear.
Yes,
Because it
exactly.
gets scuffed up from the drill.
Yeah. And then like if you want to make it clear again, you need to like pour more resin in there somehow.
And then what if you fill up your hole?
What if there is a better way, Katelyn?
Okay.
Look at this. Hole maker. This is a silicone little stem with a suction cup.
Oh, you do it earlier.
Yes.
You put the hole in the mold.
Yes, look at this.
Oh. Oh my God, that's so cute. That's so cute. Oh,
Yeah, it's so cute.
that's
And
cool.
then all of a sudden you have a hole here
For like jewelry
for
making
jewelry
and stuff?
making. Yes.
That's so cool.
How impressed are you, Katelyn?
Very impressed.
Let's see how well these actually work.
They're on there pretty good.
Yeah, they're on there pretty good.
Middle.
Well, that one's dusty now.
That's fine. So you had picked out these molds, so I picked out these.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Technically, they do have a flat bottom because that is a constraint of these little suctions. So like...
Yeah, there.
Okay.
Oh, you're going for a big one.
Right?
Might as well, right?
Might as well. Let's do cotton candy.
What color is cotton candy? Red?
I'm guessing pink, and then lavender and amber. I'm going for sunset.
Do you want syringes to inject it in precisely?
Nah.
Okay.
I think I can get it pretty precise.
This is the first time I'm hearing you reject precision.
No, I'm just saying I am naturally precise.
Okay. Tell me about your approach.
I'm gonna do a gradient.
You're sure you have
I knocked over the stick.
Oh no! Oh, failure already.
Wow.
Oh no.
It's slippery.
Okay, just one little misadventure.
It's totally fine.
Very nice sunset, baby.
It's sunset adjacent.
It's a good look.
Okay. You doubted my precision. Let's see how we do. Why are you laughing?
I'm laughing at how wrong I was, baby.
The doingle's a little bit in the way.
Well, that's because there's static electricity. That's what I was thinking, that it might be better to use syringes and inject it directly in the bottom. But I can tell I was wrong because of how precise you are.
I just didn't feel like it.
Look at that cute little heart. Nice.
I'm happy with this.
Looks great, baby. Why is this covered?
Something happened while they were curing.
It detached.
One fell. One.
Maybe there's a learning curve on this.
I think there might be a learning curve. I think like it was probably user error and 2 of the 3 worked. Yeah, so can we salvage it? Okay, that's good. At least like we could get it out.
Yeah, I mean you could like sand that or do an overcoat.
It just has a unique feature now.
Yeah, look at that. It's a feature. Show me the results. Pop that boy out. Yeah.
Okay, oh yeah, are you ready?
Oh!
That's a perfect little hole.
Oh my gosh, look at that. Give that a little rotation back and forth. Look at that.
Look at that. That one worked great, honestly. Let's see if this one's as easy to pull out. Are you ready?
Ready.
Oh no. Resin got under it.
Whoa.
The hole did not connect.
Just push on it, see if it'll pop out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that looks
That's
great.
good to know. No.
Hey.
Did I center it? No. That's just another user error.
Look at that. Oh, wow. Hello.
I am naturally precise.
Maybe I centered it, but maybe it slid around because the resin got under it.
Well, now let's see how much easier they are than drilling. Look at that nice hole.
Very
now, if you have
nice.
to drill it, let's see what that's like.
What? Looks okay.
It's not as much of a difference as I would have thought. I mean, from the side profile, you can see that it has like more of a white line. I mean, it's different colors too.
Yeah, I don't really see the...
Improvement much?
No. So what we're looking for is,
Clarity.
does the hole using the 2 molds disappear more because it's clearer compared to the one with the drill bit, which has a rough edge?
I think on the small side, it's not noticeable enough.
It's not super noticeable.
Let's see the bigger one though. That's really clean.
Okay, that...
Okay.
Okay. Now with this one, I do think the drilled one is more noticeable.
It is.
But is it that much more noticeable?
I was so excited about this one.
I'm so excited about these.
These are neat.
You know, a lot of my judgment on this might come down to the price.
$20?
Okay.
I was thinking 6.
That's a little bit high.
Like in terms of materials.
Yeah, in terms of the material, this costs like nothing.
These are just injection molded silicone.
Yeah.
There's a seam line right there.
It seems much more expensive.
I can give it like 5.
I was thinking a 5.
Yeah.
It's not terrible.
No.
It's also not super necessary. It is kind of satisfying.
Yeah.
Woo, we've got new merch at shopevanandkatelyn.com.
Katelyn designed this Words Are Hard cross-stitch design that you can get on tees and hoodies.
We've also got this 90s retro science adjacent design on tees and hoodies.
Plus, Katelyn's been making designs based on your comments about stuff we've said in videos.
We've got
I don't want solutions, I just want to be upset.
on tees and hoodies, and
Art is struggle, and I am struggling.
also on tees and hoodies. Plus, we just launched cute women's baby tees with some of our most popular designs.
Check out all of this and more, including our fidget blade box openers at shopevanandkatelyn.com.
shopevanandkatelyn.com, woo!
Do you remember how many resin mixers we've tried on this channel?
I'll press the AI button. Oh my gosh. I am very doubtful.
3?
5. And how well did they work?
Some were okay, some were bad.
And have we ever used any of them?
No.
Maybe this is gonna be the chance. This looks like it's a custom-made solution made for mixing resin. Maybe this is the one, Katelyn. Right? Get hype. Come on. I can tell that you are not dubious at all.
Well, you know, we've just had so many experiences. I'm hopeful.
Hopeful? Let's put it to the test. Now, normally you would have to mix this resin for 2 minutes at this point, but who has the hand strength for that?
Yeah.
Oh, my hands are feeling so weak. Oh, good thing we have this machine.
Yeah.
And to help illustrate the turning, I'll add some emerald alcohol ink in. There you go.
You close it back up with the green ink on it?
Yeah, the blades are replaceable.
So I'm curious to
Let's
see
insert
how
this.
well integrated the parts become mixed, how long it takes, and if there's bubbles.
All right.
Well, baby, we have so much free time
I
now.
know, we could, my default would be to scroll on my phone, but that's not good. Don't do that. Play some games with your friends. Ready?
This type of game? This is such a fun game.
You know, one thing that this isn't doing is it's not scraping the sides.
No. You know, every time we test a mixer, my thought is like, mixing by hand really isn't that hard for small amounts. Now, if you have like a bucket you have to mix up, you do need something like this.
That is the only way. For like 16 ounces, I'm not sure this is necessary.
Yeah, I don't know if it's necessary.
Wouldn't it be good if you could like replace the plastic bit?
Oh, like if it got too nasty?
Yeah. Well, let's check to see how well it's stirred. But maybe it does it with no bubbles.
But that seems like more of a hassle than just mixing up your own resin. I don't know. Not to be a hater.
As she hates.
Okay.
Okay, let's temporarily set this. Oh, there's so many bubbles in there.
It's a lot of bubbles, but like
It's
I can't.
all bubbles.
There's a lot of bubbles when you stir by hand too.
Oh, that's a lot of bubbles, baby. Oh boy.
It does seem like more than by hand. Now, we are gonna do a control test just to compare.
Come on. Yep, that is a lot of bubbles. There are other mixers that we've tested that did way better than this.
There have been past gadgets that did better. The one with the little pill does better, I think.
Like the reason why I chose this again is because I thought like, well, this is custom made
For resin, no,
for resin.
I totally get the logic. Do you wanna see how easy it is to clean it off?
Yeah, I love reusable resin things. I love it. Every time we test it, I'm like, wow, reusable resin things. They're so good. Here's the thing about resin. It's just wet and it stays wet until it cures. And if you get a little bit of unmixed A or B on something,
Oh, then it's never curing.
oh yeah, it's just spreading everywhere. The more I try to clean, the
more it spreads.
Well, let's do the control and see how much effort that saved us.
But how's your wrist feeling?
Sore from all that cleaning. I don't really know what side I'm on here, you know? I guess I shouldn't have a side. I should just go on the facts and the results.
I'll admit, I'm biased to a side.
We need to be unbiased reviewers.
No, we're not a review channel.
There are still bubbles.
It's still bubbles, but it's not like solid bubbles.
Let's see how many bubbles come up.
I mean, logically, it would make sense if it's less bubbles, because it was getting stirred less, you know?
Yeah, but also like the magnet stir almost introduced no bubbles.
That was interesting though, because that one stirred from like the bottom up,
Yeah.
and maybe there's something to that.
So far, it's not looking promising for the auto mixer of the future. At first glance, the resin mixed with the new gadget looks kind of clear.
At first glance, it looks kind of comparable.
But when you look closer, oh,
That is a lot of bubbles still.
it looks frosted.
It's typically not what you want.
And maybe the hand mix one is really bad too. Oh,
Oh my God, no. It's like,
not.
the hand mixed one is so much better. Oh my God.
Oh my gosh.
The difference is so much more than I thought when it was in the mold still.
Wow. This,
This was worse than expected.
look at all of that resin gunk
Yeah.
on the side. Oh, uh-oh. I have unmixed resin on my hand.
Well, I guess even at the high speeds, it doesn't reach the edges.
And if you get a little bit of unmixed A or B,
Oh, then it's never curing.
what do you give it?
Oh,
2? 1 or 2? I mean, technically...
I'm gonna give it a
when you
1,
give a
man.
pop- 1.
I don't know. Let's go clean off your hand.
Yeah. Okay, addendum to add to our last rating. Someone once said, if you don't understand why an object exists or like an accessibility thing exists, it might not be for you. So I was thinking, what if someone has limited hand mobility? They have arthritis or they're like some other condition that means that stirring is hard for them.
I would still recommend the one with the little pill. It was a big box.
So once we're done with a resin pour, we sometimes have to sand it, which we do not like. Why
No.
do we not like it, Caitlin?
It's really bad to breathe. The dust gets everywhere. It like gums things up.
Yeah, what if there's a product that made
Sanding not needed anymore?
No,
Oh.
that made sanding less dusty?
Okay.
This, I found online, resin dust collector.
Oh.
It's basically a tiny downdraft table.
Is it different than a normal downdraft table?
No,
Okay, it's just a downdraft table. Probably more expensive because it's got the word resin attached to it.
maybe. Look at this little filter though. Look
Yeah.
at this little fan that sucks.
Yeah, I mean, I am curious. If we were
mean,
like
right?
sanding something tiny,
Look at that, it magnets down. I didn't even know it did that. Look at that
Okay.
though. So we
Okay.
can just like sand all we want on top of here, and then we won't get dust in there.
and it just collects it in here, and then we like empty it occasionally.
No, you just buy a new filter.
Oh, it gets caught in the filter.
I mean, this will be good for some things, right?
We'll find out.
One project that involved a lot of sanding was this Minecraft resin glow-in-the-dark pickaxe that we made years ago.
We had to sand every single individual cube.
And then once we put it all together, we had to sand it even more. You know, that created a ton of dust. And would it have been really nice if we had one of these during that process?
Maybe.
Maybe.
So we have a bunch of extra cubes from our pickaxe, and we're gonna sand them.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. Now we
Now back
ask.
into safety mode. I don't know why I go slightly T-pose whenever I want you to turn me on.
Just
Like,
in case I need to access
ready.
anything.
I'm not that ticklish.
I know.
Hey guys, did you know that Caitlin's really ticklish? You're good. I'm still just laughing because like, you're not even that ticklish. You're just super afraid of being tickled.
I am ticklish. I'm also afraid of being tickled because I'm ticklish.
Push it and hold. Oh, there it goes.
I don't think anything's happening.
Turn up.
Oh, it's glowing. Okay, that's nuts.
Oh, look at all that. Oh, wow, it's getting sucked in. Wow. Can you pause for a second? Let's check the state of the resin cube. Okay.
I sanded it down. No raised edges. You can see a little bit of dust on the machine.
And a little bit right here.
This
from, like,
leaked
that
out of
falling
this. Almost all the dust is just from me sitting down the random orbit sander or what leaked out the back.
That's pretty good. Let's do a
There's-
test without. Wow.
Okay, there is a difference. There is more dust that escaped.
Yeah. I'll say provisionally, that's like a pretty good success.
That is a pretty good success. Now, I do think that there's some items that like aren't gonna work with it because of their size.
That's when you buy a bigger version of this.
But no, it works pretty well,
Yeah.
I think. How much was it?
$39.
That's not too bad.
Not too bad. That's
That's
pretty
not
good.
too bad, especially like if you're someone working in a small space, you don't necessarily have room for like a shot vac or something.
Yeah.
Out of 10,
I give it a 9. Okay, what about this, Katelyn? Let me see if this changes your rating.
Ah. Okay, that was very clever, and I think you're cute. I will give it a 9.
Yeah!
It doubles as a vacuum!
Do I look sad?
Yeah.